Welcome back to the channel, folks. I know it's been a long time since I did a video, but the holidays were really busy for me. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. One of the things that I picked up for myself with a little bit of Christmas cash is the tachometer here that this video is about. So I figured I'd do a little unboxing and installation video with you guys. Tach install is one of the easiest things you can do, in my opinion, for an older vehicle or any vehicle. I've seen some good reviews on it. A couple of guys here on YouTube already did videos on it too, and it seemed like a pretty good tach for the money, so I figured that I'd put it in the Trans Am here since the factory tach isn't working. I already did some research on fixing the factory tach in the car, and unfortunately that's kind of a tedious process. I don't feel like taking the dashboard apart in the car, and it's a lot cheaper and easier to just put a tach in the car, especially when you get one this cheap. So without any more waiting, let's go ahead and open this thing up and make sure it didn't get smashed in shipping or anything crazy like that. So far it's packaged pretty well. It has a nice thick layer of bubble wrap. Now before I open it up, one thing I want to mention, I know that you can get this tachometer for less than 20 bucks. 20 bucks is about what I paid for it. And I think that's about as much as you're going to pay for it on eBay. I didn't see anybody trying to scam or gouge with this particular product. But the seller that is selling these things is also selling them for $13, as you may have seen if you're interested in buying one. And the difference between the ones that cost 13 bucks and the ones that cost 20 bucks is just their location. The ones that cost $13 are still in China. The things are made in China. So the ones that are 13 bucks are overseas in Hong Kong, and the ones that are $20 are already in America. They're already on this side of the globe. The reason I paid a little extra for this one is because it was going to be shipped from New York instead of shipped from Hong Kong, and I've heard people, talk all kinds of junk about international shipping with customs ripping into their package and things getting damaged and it taking months and all kinds of stuff like that. So I figured it was worth it to pay a little bit extra to not have to deal with international shipping and all that stuff. So anyways, here we go. We're finally going to unbox this cheap little thing. Well, right out of the box, I gotta say it looks pretty good. Pretty cool looking in my opinion. It does feel a little bit cheap, and when you look at the plastic casting edges and stuff like that, it looks a little bit cheap too. One of the guys that did a video on it also said his mounting hardware was pretty junky, so we'll see how the thing mounts up. To be honest, I'm pleased with the way it looks for the money that I spent. It looks like a much more expensive tachometer than it is. So let's see if we can hook this thing up in the car. I would record some of my work doing that, but I don't have a really good camera mount or anything like that. And I'll just have to show you what it looks like when I'm done, because I don't have anybody to sit here and hold the camera for me today. Alrighty guys, the mounting hardware went together pretty well after I cleared off some of the extra plastic casting with my knife. It seems like a decent little piece there. It's a little bit wide for mounting on most steering columns if you're planning on doing the old hose clamp to the column trick. A couple of things that I'm not really impressed with is the thickness of the wires. They're pretty scrawny. Of course, it's not really a high draw object. I don't know much about electronics, but obviously this thing doesn't pull a lot of power, so it's not gonna need huge wires, but they're still kind of skimpy looking. And the other thing I'm not terribly impressed with is only getting 3 out of 4 mounting screws. Oh, well, actually no. It only has 3 screws, so there you go. Hoo-ah, might edit that out. Well guys, I got the tach installed and it looks great. It's been about a week since I shut the camera off, and obviously it didn't take me a week to install the tach. It's just been taking me a while to get back and forth with the guy that sold the thing, because as you can see, it's not working. And I watched a couple of videos of other people installing the thing, and they got fairly good results with it. It was reading accurately, but it was registering a little slow for them, and I was expecting the same results, but what I got was one that was reading totally off and then eventually ceased to function completely. I guess it's taken me forever to say something that should just take one sentence. I would like to be able to recommend this tack, but I really can't. If you really want to save $20 over the cheapest Sun Pro tack you can get, which I think is still going for about 40 bucks, then, you know, by all means, it's worth the risk, you know, if you think it's worth saving $20. But that's the risk that I took. I tried to save 20 bucks, and, well, this is what I ended up with. In case you guys are wondering why it's been so long since I've made a video, it's kind of because of this delay. I was waiting for the thing to ship, and then when it got here, I put it in and was all ready to make the video, and then I ended up having to wait, you know, like one message a day, talking to the guy back and forth, and now I'm going to have to wait some more to send this thing back, and when it gets there, I'm going to have to wait even more for the new one to come back to me if I want a replacement instead of a refund, which I'm thinking about doing. You know, is it worth the gamble? But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you watching the video. Hopefully you learned a little something about these eBay tacks from this vid. They're a gamble. They might be a money saver, but they're a gamble. And on top of being a gamble, they register a little bit slowly to begin with. So if you've got any kind of money in your car and it's revving quick, and you care about the tachometer being accurate while you're accelerating, I wouldn't recommend this tachometer to begin with. And, you know, in closing, like I said, I appreciate you guys watching the vid. I appreciate all of my original subscribers, you know, watching all my vids too, if you're not new to the channel. And just in case some of you older guys from back in the day are wondering why I haven't uploaded a video game video lately, it's because my PlayStation 3 crashed, and I've lost a bunch of my video captures for that. I've lost a lot of my Mad Max videos and stuff, so I'm going to try to get some entertaining video game content out for you guys sometime soon, but I'm not sure when it will be or what it will be, either one. But I'll try to get something out there for you guys. Anyways, for the third time or the fourth time or however many times I've mentioned it, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. Like, subscribe, yell at me in the comments, all that good stuff. Take it easy.